I just had a wonderful week in Denver, Colorado, and I cannot wait to share with you how everything went. We decided to go away for a week for my husband's birthday, and it was my first time visiting Colorado in general. So I've never been that high above sea level. I had never seen the Rocky Mountains. I had never visited a Meow Wolf location, which I can't wait to share more about, until now. It was a great time. If you're new here, I'm Sid, and I make videos about creating a life that I love to live, from working on my finances in my 30s, to my self-care, to saying yes to adventures like this, like randomly going to Denver for a week. That's all part of how I'm building that life. So here's what I was up to in Denver. We stayed at a small, charming Airbnb near the Five Points neighborhood, which is a really vibrant area that's a close drive to downtown. And that was perfect for what we needed because downtown is exactly where we were headed on our first full day in the city. We started the day at Union Station, which has all kinds of shopping and dining. I really like it here. It's charming, not too high traffic, and also just a vibe for some casual people watching. We put our names down for a wait at Snooze and grabbed pastries from a coffee shop in the meantime. We joked that this place is called Snooze because you have time to go back to sleep after placing your order. The food took so long, they were forgetting about our drinks. It was a lot going on. There was a huge crowd trying to get to a Rockies game earlier in the day, so I mean that probably has a lot to do with it. At least I hope so, but still, I really enjoyed the food here. From there, we just explored some areas within walking distance of Union Station. We really spent a lot of time in Tattered Cover Bookstore because we love collecting and reading books. I love the coziness in here and just the change of pace of being in a bookstore. I got a lot of new ideas here, and I started reading a new book based on something that I saw here. We wrapped up the evening with some Japanese barbecue. It was my first time eating at the kind of restaurant where you grill your food at the table, and this was a really fun experience, something I definitely do again. This day is all about being in the great outdoors. It's my husband's birthday today, and we really wanted to spend time in the Rocky Mountains, so we're taking a scenic train ride. Now, Denver is already a mile above sea level, and being in Georgetown, Colorado, where this train is over 8,600 feet above sea level. So I thought I might experience some motion sickness or something on this ride, but I felt amazing, and everything about this was beautiful. If you want to take in this kind of beauty while sitting back and relaxing, I promise this is the way to do it. We were prepared for outdoorsiness today, so we were like, we have to hike in Red Rocks. It's a park that has an amphitheater built into the rocks, but they were having a show today and sound check was going on, so we actually couldn't see the amphitheater, but that's okay because we were really here to get some exercise and to see Red Rocks in person. And as you could tell, I'm really excited. Colorado has such an outdoors culture, and I wanted to be sure to experience some of it while visiting for the first time. So I feel like a train ride and a little bit of hiking is a really good way to do it without getting too worn out. Later on, we had a casual birthday dinner at Bar Dough. I would skip the garlic bread here unless you were like really hungry, but the prosciutto arugula pizza is a good choice from this place. And because I do eat sweets on vacation, I really wanted some ice cream after that pizza. And Little Man Ice Cream showed up on Google. I had no idea what this place was. I didn't know the line was going to be this long, but I waited in it. And by this point, I was so tired that I actually didn't end up recording my treat, but I promise the root beer float from here is good. Breakfast is my favorite meal of the day, and I haven't had chicken and waffles in a while, but I probably wouldn't get this again from here. It was fine, but nothing super special. And honestly, I don't even know what this is, but Seth thought it was okay. Nothing special with this either, so keep that in mind, y'all, if you're ever visiting. Today, we're experiencing a lot of the things we don't have back home. We don't have an REI where I live, so I was excited to explore the kind of products in here. I've actually started relearning how to ride a bike, which I will be sharing more about soon. So I wanted to see everything, the bike stuff obviously, but the kind of outdoorsy products people in Colorado probably love to use too. I even found a Black girl friendly hat. But the real star of the show today is my visit to Meow Wolf. Looking it up briefly on the internet, I was like, okay, this place seems cute, but I had no idea what I was really about to experience. If you like anything immersive, artsy, space-like, sci-fi, or just weird and different, this is the place for you. And it was definitely the place for me. It's an immersive art experience with endless rooms that takes you through a journey of what it's like on these 4 different planets. These planets look like their own society with their own ecosystem. There's a city center where you can visit a movie theater and city shops. You can get interactive with some of the exhibits, and there's just different themed rooms to explore. I'm confident we visited every single room that we could, and we spent hours in here today. This really took up most of the day, and I didn't want to leave, so now I'm looking forward to visiting the other locations in the country. Once we got back to the real world, I wanted a treat from the Capital One Cafe. Because we're card holders with Capital One, we get half off drinks here, and I love me a discount, especially since my matcha took me 4 sips to drink, so I really shouldn't have been paying full price anyway. And speaking of things we don't have at home, we also picked up Qdoba, which was founded in Denver because, I guess it rivals Chipotle. A lot of people like it better than Chipotle, I hear, so we wanted to try it. Spoiler alert, Chipotle is better. I tried to build my bowl as close as possible to how I would at Chipotle, and I wasn't super impressed with this. I'd be willing to try again though. Not anytime soon, but at some point. Still, I tried something new to end the day. After work one day, we visited Twist and Shout Records, which is a highly recommended record shop to visit here in Denver. I loved that they had a lot of fun items and collectibles in here, along with, of course, the CDs and vinyl. Sadly, a lot of vinyl that I've really been wanting weren't available, but I did find a lot of things on my nice to have list or things I do want to get at some point. I'm a big Fall Out Boy fan, okay, so I was happy to see a lot of their things were in stock. Nearby was a different tattered cover bookstore location, so we popped in, and this Jeanette McCurdy book was calling my name. I've been wanting to read this, and I've heard great things, so I got it. We also love to have Ethiopian food when we're traveling, so I'm glad Denver had something to choose from. If you're into records or CDs, books, and Ethiopian food, just know these are all within a short walking distance from each other, so this made for a good day. I'm always interested in checking out an aquarium, but to be real, I was underwhelmed by the experience here. I feel like with the cost of parking, the cost of tickets, and just how this looked on the outside, I was expecting to be more wowed by the experience, and I didn't walk away with that feeling. So this isn't something I need to do when I visit Denver again, but I will share a few of the highlights. They have these 2 tigers that are so cute. I probably watched them play for 10 minutes straight. This was one of the more exciting exhibits. And you can pet the stingrays here for no extra cost. At places like the Memphis Zoo, you have to pay extra for this. To be honest, looking at all those fish made me hungry, so we had sushi for dinner. This was another one of those meals that was good. It was fine. I wasn't blown away by this, and by this part of the trip, I'm starting to wonder if the food scene in Denver is just not that impressive. It's our last full day in Denver, so we definitely want to explore some areas that we haven't checked out yet. Bacon Social House got a lot of praise online, and I've got to say this is my favorite dining atmosphere so far. Sadly, I wasn't in love with my French toast. I wanted to love it so bad. Seth really enjoyed his meal, so I'm willing to come back here and try something else because I liked being here, and maybe this just wasn't the dish for me. We then checked out Fjällräven, the Swedish brand known for those cute rectangular backpacks. I wanted to see some of these products in the flesh, see the different colors, see what the compartments are like inside. If I ever have a serious backpacking or outdoorsy adventure, I would consider this brand. I mean, imagine how much I could fit in here. From there, we just explored the nearby area and started reflecting on how this week has been. I've been really enjoying my time in Denver. The change in elevation wasn't that bad to get used to. I love that summer here feels warm but not humid. Back home, everything is so humid, your clothes stick to you in the heat, and you end up feeling pretty gross. I haven't felt like that here. I've also noticed Denver is full of dogs. People love to take their dogs just about any and everywhere. It's also a very pretty city, a very pretty area. The nature is nice to be around, the buildings and urban feel is nice, and of course, being among the Rocky Mountains is wonderful. I can't believe we hadn't spent time in the Rhino District before today, which is known for having a really artsy, creative, and youthful energy to it. We only really had time to admire a lot of what this area has to offer as we walked around, because a lot of stores were closed or getting ready to close. But still, I'm glad I got to check out the murals and a bit of what this district has to offer before having to head back home. That's it, you guys. That's what my week was like in Denver, Colorado. I cannot wait to go back. I'm already thinking about what should I do next time that I didn't have time to do this time. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.